Like Christ, the earliest messiahs and gods and goddesses on all continents were black and woolly haired. Buddha, Fuhesi, the son of heaven, and legendary first emperor of China, Zaha of Japan, was woolly haired and African in appearance. I gotta move my pillows. Come on, pillows. Accommodate me. Alright, and then Kar of Africa's Nile Valley was the inner soul of Mother Earth, a beautiful ebony virgin who was the heart of the world. Shrines of Karnak in Egypt and Karnak in Brittany were dedicated to Kar, the goddess of agriculture. Alright, Moses was black according to Mohammedan tradition and early portraits. Apollo was black and woolly haired like his father Zeus. The world famous Apollo Theater in Harlem is named after him. Venus of Willenford is a famous statue of the Mother of God, as she was worshipped some 15 to 20,000 years ago. Although they tried to discredit, they still never read it. The needle light threaded, radically poetic. That's Rage Against the Machine. Krishna of India was blue-black. His name means black or the black one. He is always portrayed with black or blue skin, and his hair was woolly, according to the Cambridge Encyclopedia, and sometimes locked. Tyr of Scandinavia was a woolly-haired Norse god who preceded Thor as a sky deity. Athena of Greek mythology was black and woolly-haired, originating from Africa, Libya. She was later whitened up like the other African gods adopted by Europe. She was also known as Anath, Medusa, and the Egyptian goddess Neith. Isis, the greatest of African goddesses, was worshipped throughout the ancient world in Egypt, Greece, Rome, and beyond. Known under many names, she was the queen of heaven and the goddess from whom all becoming arose. The goddess from whom all becoming arose, Isis. The worship of her survives today, disguised as a worship of the Black Madonna throughout Catholic Europe. The Queen. Lao Tzu of Taoism was born of a virgin, black in complexion, described marvelous and beautiful as jasper. Splendid temples were erected to him, and he was worshipped as a god. Scotia was a black goddess, an Egyptian princess, after which Scotland is named. Kali, was known as a black queen in medieval legend, and to the Celts as the mother of many races. The Spanish called her Califia and gave her name to their newly discovered paradise, which is now called California. Quetzalcoatl of Mexico was recognized as the messiah by seers and astrologers. His head was rayed, his complexion was black, his hair was woolly. He was never blonde or white, as stated by friars, though he may have been clad in white. Osiris, a star, husband of Isis, and greatest of Egyptian gods, was called the Great Black. Similar to Krishna, his chief title means Lord of the Perfect Black. Osiris was sun-rayed, his complexion was black, and his hair was woolly. Muhammad of Islam was large-mouthed, bluish in color with frizzy hair. His grandfather was black as the night and magnificent. Zeus, the top god and father of gods in Greek mythology, was black and woolly-haired, having originated in Africa. His chief title was Ethiops. burnt-faced. At Delphi in Greece, the oracles of Dodona and Apollo were founded by two black doves or African priestesses from Thebes, according to Herodotus. Circe, who played a great role in Homer's Odyssey, was the most famous female magician of all time. Ancient Greek drawings depict her as a beautiful African woman. Ixtlictan, the name of a Mexican god, means black-faced. Many ancient Mexican gods are portrayed jet black with Africoid features. Delyihi, meaning home of the black god, was a name which the Navajo gave to the seven sons of Pleiades. The seven sons of Pleiades. Kali was a great black mother, the Hindu triple goddess of creation, preservation, and destruction. List apart. Nappy hair is divine, the choice of the gods. Like Christ, his son, and all the founders of world religions, God himself has kinky, nappy hair according to the Bible, where God, the Ancient of Days, is described as having hair like the pure wool. Daniel 7:9. The apocryphal book of Enoch 46:1 states the same. There I beheld the Ancient of Days, whose head was like white wool. The power that causes galaxies to spiral, stars, planets, and atoms to spin, that causes the double helix spiral of the DNA molecule. This same spiraling power causes spiraling hair, otherwise known as nappy, kinky, curly, crinkly, bushy, frizzy, wavy, woolly hair. The word spin, spiral, and spiritual have common roots. The supreme power spins, spirals. It is spiritual. It moves or spirals the universe. The entire universe even dances in spirals and rotations. Everything in it reflects the spiraling, spiritual essence out of which it is made. Everything is alive with spirit, the vital principle or animating life force within all living beings. In many languages, the word for spirit, breath, and air are identical. Sanskrit prana, Hebrew ruach, Greek pneuma, Latin spiritus. For breath and life are one. Latin spirare, meaning to breathe. Latin spur, and Greek spira, means coil. The spiral principle of the universe is what makes nappy hair nappy or spiraling. So when some folks see nappy dreadlock, black people nappy dreadlock, they think it's like their strands, how they mat up when they get strand up. That's not how ours come. Every single one of our hairs is a coil, and they want to coil and link together as they bind together. It's natural formation to pull one with the other, and the curls are tight, so it's not a terrain for bugs to roam freely on, and our hair needs a lot of sunlight. Although our hair is curly, it's real airy though, and it grows toward the sunlight. The amount of sunlight and air it needs is not a fitting terrain for bugs that some people may get, you know what I'm saying, that have straight hair. The terrain is not fitting for bugs because each curl is so tight, it can't run freely through there. Also, the hair requires so much oil. Whenever it gets wet, it needs immediate oil and drying, intense sunlight drying. The one thing that's bad for dreadlocks is moisture. it needs oil to wick away moisture. So castor oil, I like lavender oil. Castor oil is really the best. I mean, you could use coconut oil, but if you're gonna go swim in some water, that's cool. All that coconut oil gonna reappear. But anyways, so I'm just trying to say that the terrain. Some people may see dreadlocks and think bugs because their own hair is straight, and when their hair get matted, that they get bugs. You know what I'm saying? Our hair, the terrain does not permit bugs because just in the way it grows out the scalp does not allow for bugs to run cross or to embed themselves because they'll suffocate. Um, some black people do get bugs, but their hair tend to be coolie or more straight. Like my eldest son, he got coolie hair like his dad, and it's more like white people's like Indian hair, like straight and hardly coils. It just come like wavy like, and his dreadlocks is completely different. He have to carry them small. So I'm just trying to say that, all right, our hair is spiral to be made like this. Nappy hair is the hair of the gods. Spiraling hair expressing the spiral principle of creation. The spiral is a movement of creation. The spiral, especially the golden spiral, is the most profound motion in the universe. At the same time, it is the most profound design in the universe, built into all life forms, from seashells to man to spiraling nappy hair. Your blood spirals through your veins, plants spiral from the soil, and nappy hair spirals out to the hair roots. Witness a unique spiral or whirl of your fingertips. Ball your hand into a fist and slowly extend each finger, and you will see for yourself how the tip of each finger opens in a golden spiral path. Alright, did Jesus have dreadlocks? Medusa's hair of snakes were really dreadlocks. God suspended him by his lock between earth and heaven, like a fetus. Biblically, blacks were sheep. White people were goats. Okay, I don't want to say that one. Etymology of nappy and kinky. The word nappy is likely derived from the Egyptian words nepi or napped, both meaning lock of hair. The word kinky is derived from Ankh, the name of the most revered symbol of Africa's Nile Valley. Ankh means life, and tie, join, connect. From this African word comes most of the words which mean to join or connect. Derivatives which usually contain nig, nick, or gin, kin include anchor, ankle, neck, knee, tangle, jungle, messenger, angel. They are messengers. They connect you with divine messages. And juncture, from Latin unct, from ankh, a nappy Jew. A nappy dreadlock to Indian on an early Hindu sculpture. A nappy dreadlock Egyptian. The ancient Egyptians were nappy and black. Notice this is a carving. This is a carving. And that is etched out of stone. Alright, this is the part. Alright. When I go under the chemtrail, hair is really antenna which can receive and transmit energy. Hair is the receiver and transmitter of divine emanation. It makes you receptive to spiritual forces. Saints and sages instinctively let their hair grow. Rastafarians regard dreadlocks as a quality of black people. They regard dreadlocks as high-tension wires, which transmits divine energy and inspiration from Jah, God, the Creator, to Rasta, the mirror within our body, which is a temple of God, our head. The Holy of Holies is the highest point, the apex of the pyramid. while our hair, its natural crown, is like the spire of a church. Our vertical connection with God, representing our strength, it forms an antenna through which uh, the spiritual force may descend, spiritual force rather than descend, while spiritual through spiraling hair. Since nature does nothing without a reason, what is the purpose and effect of spiral hair? Since nature itself is a textbook that reveals the secrets of the universe by literally expressing its principles in the actual form that something takes, my guess is that spiral hair enhances the ability to tune in at the most detailed levels or dimensions. The micro within the macro, both nappy and straight haired people have the whorl or big spiral, and surely this allows tuning in at the big level, while the little spirals of individual strands additionally allow the attendant to pick up detail at the most minute level. Also, I just want to say that each strand is like brittle and like it could actually sometimes I use my natty to scratch my body. It just has like a roughness to it that is not suitable for like bugs to try to get in there. Like especially my natty come real strong. Anyways, so each strand is like um real rigid as it coils around, and they do this coiling with each other, and one grabs the other and the other grabs the other, and they lock, or you can keep them in braids. Or like when you drive past a cornfield, you see those rows, and they gotta stay in rows to grow. That's how our hair is. It's gotta be in a protective style, like in box braids, cornrows, twists. I guess some people dreadlocks, some way where they're together in bunches. Like they can't be loose. It's like trying to keep from them spiraling. I think I'm right here. Does hair possess accelerator properties? An accelerator is a device used by physicists to accelerate charged subatomic particles or nuclei to high energies useful for research. Two common types are the linear accelerator and the cyclotron. The linear type accelerates in a straight path that may be as long as 2 miles, while the cyclotron accelerates subatomic particles in a spiral path and takes up way less space. Ooh. Theoretically, energies being picked up by the antenna of hair would be accelerated in a spiral or straight path depending on the type of hair. Throughout nature, spiraling energy, whirlpools, eddies, tornadoes, manifests great speed. Water going down a drain will spiral down the drain, picking up so much speed in the process that it becomes a suction. Energy flowing through spiral hair might also pick up extra speed, enhancing hair's antenna ability or even giving it new properties. Certainly, energy flowing through spiral hair would also spirally enter the millions of nerve paths leading to the brain and ultimately the third eye to facilitate spiritual awareness, telepathy, perception, revelation, channeling or tuning in, understanding, receptivity, the thought. Uh, who knows? This area deserves research to determine and clarify the effect of spiraling hair on perception and energy reception transmission. Melanin, which is a super absorber of all forms of energy, undoubtedly plays a huge role in sensing this. A huge role in sensing this at some level is what Okay. Spiral hair. Concentrated antennas. The nappier your hair, the more spiral power it has. Or maybe the reverse is true. And the more concentrated powerful and advanced will be its abilities relating to the spiral principle. Okay. I want to read this part. This hair antenna possess crystal properties. Crystals have the power to receive and transmit energy waves. The earliest radios used quartz crystals and were called crystal sets. The main component of quartz crystal is silicon. Silicon is also a key mineral found in the hair and undoubtedly contributes to its antenna ability. It is no accident that silicon is also the most essential component of computers. Silicon enables computers to have mind-like properties, including memory. Silicon is also an important mineral found in the brain, which is the seat of the mind. Silicon is what gives an iridescent sheen to some fruits, such as strawberries and cucumbers. It is also found in whole barley and oats. The original meaning for the Chinese character Chen is a bushy head of hair and divine influences. Understanding how the two hair and divine energies are connected, no wonder they were represented by a common word. Oh, that was over here. I think I still have it on Zoom. Alright. Acquired anti-nappy hair syndrome. I used to have to perm when my mom owned me. Acquired anti-nappy syndrome is rampant among the nappy only in Euro-centered, Euro-imitative societies. So the antenna is cut. It's hard work to keep all that nappy hair straight. Yeah, it is. Choose the path of least resistance. That's the law. Furthermore, the good news is that there's an increasing evidence that many when the nappy are healing from it. Dreadlocks were formerly abhorred by nappy Americans. Alright, nappy hair is good hair. Dreadlocks are love locks. Some instructions on how to keep your nappy. Alright, well, I like that part because of the crystal properties. And, I think that just adds to my power when I go do a spirit bomb. Yo, what if I told you that the whole point of their social media and giving you access to TikTok and Twitch and YouTube and is to find the Black Messiah, to eliminate him, you know what I'm saying? It'd be easy to find him. Just all his followers. If he's got so many followers, you gonna find him through his followers, and then easy to find because there's supposed to be a next Black Messiah, man. But you never see it because there's so much racism. But alright. I don't care, man. I just got this life I'm living. I got 100 years maybe left on it. Judge me. Goku charges a spirit bomb. Alright, Goku's hair is like big nutty dreadlock Congo. Congo bongo dreadlock. Dookie locks. Poo poo locks, man.
I've had enough of this. I'm going to help him.
No, wait.
I can't.
See how long it took to expand?
Be patient. Goku isn't finished yet.
Huh?
If my guess is right, Frieza's in for a big surprise.
What? What is he doing?
I'm just chilling in my bedroom. Mostly I study in my bedroom, I find.
The spirit bomb!
What? Spirit bomb?
ultimate attack. Goku learned the Spirit Bomb attack from the Master King Kai. It's an attack that draws its energy from every living thing around. From the trees and the water, the sun and the moon, every single microorganism on the planet. And when the force is strong enough, it's released in one massive ball of energy.
Really? Maybe Frieza won't have the last laugh after all.
Piccolo.
But will the energy
I
ball
like
be strong
Piccolo
enough
a
to take
lot.
out Frieza? Because there are hardly any living things on this planet to draw energy from. I can see that. But we have to trust in Goku's
That's
instincts,
Krillin.
Gohan. It's our only defense against that monster Frieza. It's all we have left.
He's still there meditating. That crystallized sound.
This planet doesn't have near the energy I need to defeat him. But if I concentrate, maybe there's a chance I can draw what I need from the stars of planet Namek.
Yes, you can. Boom, bigger than you. It feels like that too, like peace.
I know I shouldn't use the Spirit Bomb attack. Its force could wipe out this entire planet. But if I don't, Frieza could destroy the universe. So I really don't have a choice. Get ready, Frieza. It's time to take out the heavy artillery.
Alright. He's gonna get him. No, I already told I don't want it to autoplay, but it still does it. I'm pretty sure I turned that off a couple times. Anyways, there's this one part left here. I just gotta find it. It's not too far. Here it is. Alright, it's this very simple rule, alright? Right, the symbolic aphorisms of Pythagoras. There's 10 of them, I think. Alright, 3. Alright, this is the main one you just gotta think about. The wind blowing, adore the sound. Pythagoras here reminds his disciples that the fiat of God is heard in the voice of the elements, and that all things in nature manifest through harmony, rhythm, order, or procedure. The attributes of the deity. Alright, so it's that simple. Alrighty, well, I got my own studies to do now again.